It is in my hands to become a billionaire, but I need to find the fast way to make money. Capital from scratch? Come on, guys and girls. You cannot become a billionaire if you reinvest 11%. Like Leonardo DiCaprio, Bill Gates, Ray Dalio, Steve Jobs, the passive income god. Hi everyone, this is Matthew Scrooge. I'm really glad to have you on my channel. As you may have understood from my previous videos, I am experienced serial entrepreneur, founder, manager, certified management consultant, and affluent passive business owner myself. If you don't know me well, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and switch on notifications, because if you see my other videos coming and the ones that I've done already, you can get to the same level of income as I did. There are literally hundreds of thousands different passive income ideas around the world, and you can take anyone you like. But the main struggle I consider is which one do you really take? Which one is more suitable to you? Which one is more profitable to you? Which one is more sustainable? So the real question that I asked myself, and this is the title of the video, which is how do you really choose between passive income ideas? So I started my quest to answer this question. First, I went to YouTube and have done some research. I watched a couple of hundred videos on the subject of passive income, and to be honest, they all suck. Literally all. What the heck are you talking about? Passive income from YouTube ad revenue? Well, I regret to say this, no offense, some of the bloggers I really admire, but come on guys and girls, like speaking about passive income when you have 1 million subscribers, really? And you are talking about passive income from ad revenue for an average viewer who has 0 subscribers? And watching your videos is like Leonardo DiCaprio would be boasting about cinema ticket sales for a new movie and how much he gets out of it. Seriously, is it no value at all for an average viewer like myself? Guys and girls, stay away from the subject of passive income unless you are a financially literate person and you are talking about assets generating income. All being said, let's proceed to this subject. But first, let's recap what the passive income is. As mentioned in my previous videos, passive income consists of 3 main components. 1 is the investment itself, 2 is the return on investment that you can get out of the passive income, and 3 is the risks that are involved into this business venture. The concept of passive income is that you make an investment, which can be your money, your time, your effort, connections, know-how, or everything together. And then you harvest value, profit over time without much of additional effort. So now I'll tell you my story. I was like 18 years old and I was studying at the University of Economics, and I became obsessed with the idea of becoming a rich, powerful, and influential person. I was always an ambitious guy, and I wanted to live like a wealthy, affluent lifestyle, not worrying about daily financials, doing whatever I want whenever I want to. Get dividends and enjoy my life, reinvesting portion of my profits into development of my business and not working for salary. To have more free hours to brainstorm like new galactical ideas on how to become a billionaire and improve the world around me. Sure enough, my ideas were like 30 years ahead of my real life situation, as I found out later on. I'll tell you in details. My initial thinking was like I should get a better paying job, and from the income I get, I take 50% and put it away and invest it into some passive income later on. Good, done. By the way, my income was like $300 per month at that time. It was a part-time job and I could get a fairly better compensation later on. So what's next? Second thought. Let's say I make $10,000 worth of capital in my first year. Once I get there, where do I put it? Where do I invest it? The first investment idea that came to my mind was obviously financial assets, bank deposits. I researched and found out that the highest paying deposit at that time was 11% from some unknown local bank, which is, by the way, a very high amount of money. But it was in rubles, very unstable, small, fluctuating currency, and again, like 11%. You cannot become a billionaire if you reinvest 11%. What else? I looked elsewhere. At that time, it was like 2008. the forex trading was really popular. So you can invest in some local broker, a mutual fund, and the returns that they promised were like 100% per year. Interesting. So I took a closer look, and unfortunately it was unguaranteed, not great reputation about local brokers, very fluctuating income, so like not a great idea to give someone money who don't really have a good reputation for managing them. I went further, like what other financial assets are out there? Futures, obligations, stock. Sure, it's a great way to invest your money. Many people do that, especially if you know the field well. But when I looked at it, the return you can get from the blue chips and really well-known companies stock is like 5 to 10% per year in dividends and in like small growth. So my conclusion was like you can get anywhere between 3 to 15% per year with conventional instruments of financial assets. Not a great nor a fast way to make money. With the $10,000 of capital, it will take 122 years if I reinvest all of my profits in order to become a billionaire. Very bad. I'm not planning to live that long, and I want to become a billionaire over the course of my life. And people around me are becoming billionaires, and they are building their capital from scratch, and they do that over a course of 20-30 years period. And there are plenty examples according to Forbes, and I assume Forbes have done their homework and their publications are precise to a very, very high extent. So it is real. People are doing great fortunes from scratch, and they are not very different from us, from me. It is in my hands to become a billionaire, but I need to find the way to do that. There must be a way how I can make my way to becoming a billionaire and getting steady passive income in parallel from there and having a super affluent lifestyle. I clearly need to find a quick way. So I thought, what else do I have around me? And my eyes turned towards small businesses. And when I say small businesses, I mean any type of small business you can imagine. A small cafe or a small cleaning company, whatever you can imagine. So what I did, I went around and discussed daily matters with small business owners, trying to become friends with them and get practical financial insights from their businesses. And I was really happy about what I learned. First, I went to my Muslim friend Halil from a local kebab kiosk. He owned it and he ran the business himself. Originally, he invested around $20,000 worth of capital and was getting the same amount per year as a net profit. Like good return, I thought. I went further. Another guy owned a small taxi cab firm, which was very popular in that time, like it was 2007, 2008. And the Uber was not existing at that time. All was owned by small taxi cab companies, people picking up taxis across the street. So interesting. He has practically the same 100% return on investment per year. Good example. One other friend, nice lady, owned a beauty salon. Another friend of mine owned a massage salon. A couple of more friends opened up franchise stores. In all cases, guess what? They all would be able to return their invested money within 1 year. Wow, I said. Why not everyone invest into small businesses? Because according to my math calculation, it turned out small businesses owners generate 100% return on their investment. I thought, wow, I found it. I came back to my calculations on how fast I would be able to become a billionaire if I invest $10,000 worth of capital in my first year and multiply it by 100% return on investment per year if I reinvested all every year consistently. Wow, I was amazed. My calculations showed me 18 years to become a billionaire. Sounds about right. So I jumped there. I won't tell you now what happened next and which business I opened up. I did open a number of small businesses over a course of 5 years, but that was a very, very sad experience. I'll tell you later why in the other videos, but one thing I'll tell you now, you cannot scale a small business 95% of the time. Full stop. You cannot. Don't think about it. Don't even think about it. If you, for example, open a kebab store, it will literally suck your all energy and time out. Daily stress, daily issues, problems with local authorities, tax, customers, suppliers, contractors, hidden costs, hidden risks of all kinds. I cannot even name you the full list of problems you can encounter. Small business is for people who want to work their time and get great return on their time, keeping well-balanced lifestyle and steady income and minimum work hours, but the small business is 95% not scalable at all. Small business is not about passive income. Back to my story, I still want to become a billionaire, so what do? I thought I must be missing some valuable information. If it's not around me, I must learn from the people who already become billionaires. But how do I know them? I don't know them in person. How do I learn from them if I don't know them? But at least I know their names. These guys turned out to have written quite a lot of books. So I started to look around for those books and started to research in detail the stories behind these great fortunes. So I read about Bill Gates, Ray Dalio, Steve Jobs, Larry Ellison. They all became multi-billionaires from no money of their own at first and over a relatively short period of time. So great stories. But I'll jump to the final conclusion again. It's not about passive income either. I'll discuss their stories later on with a different subject in more detail. They have built great companies, they have worked really hard with full dedication and a lot of risk and a lot of luck, and they achieved great fortunes in their lives, but it's not about passive income. So back to my story. I went further in my quest to find true hero of passive income. I continued to look through the Forbes list and found it. Guess who that is? Obviously, it is Warren Buffett and his company Berkshire Hathaway. I'm sure you do know, at least you heard about him very well. He's the epitome of passive income. He's everything about passive income. He didn't work and didn't manage anything in his life like operationally. In my opinion, Warren Buffett is like the passive income god. What's his approach? I'll tell you in a nutshell. He researches the market diligently, the stock market, to find great performing, long-lasting, undervalued companies so that he can get both the dividends and appreciation in value of those companies, the growth of capitalization. So you get a double return. You get dividends return, which can be around like 5 to 10%, plus you can get an appreciation, which if you do your research brilliantly can be like 20, 50, 100% return on investment. So Warren Buffett invests into stocks. He is specializing in investing into this undervalued stock. His example defines not the way that you should be doing that, but it describes the ultimate strategy to success in passive income for you. I'm not talking about stock here. I'm not talking about Warren Buffett here. I do not advise anyone to trade stock. What I'm referring to is the following. Based on your field of profession, on your industry where you work for, in your market, in your geographical market, you can be, for example, a real estate agent like Steve Graham, and you will invest into undervalued properties because you understand which ones are undervalued because you are a professional local real estate broker. Or you can be a great IT software developer and you can invest into some undervalued new technologies companies around you available on the market. Or you can invest into some like new technology assets like blockchain technology, cryptocurrencies, or some IT infrastructure like servers and cloud computing. Or you can be an employee of a big corporation or a startup and you can take advantage of internal stock options available in your company to you and invest part of your salary into these stock options and get higher returns on your investments, higher than the market average. So to conclude, to choose the right passive income for you, you do the 3-step approach. You understand what are common, well-known liquid assets that are available to you right now in your profession, in your industry, in your market. You understand what are the returns you can expect from different kinds of assets in your industry. And I mean by return, the profit and the appreciation in value. And third, you do your research diligently across different assets, gradually investing one after another, so you can get both appreciation and dividends. That's it. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you appreciate my content that I've created. If you really like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what you liked about the video, what you didn't like, what you think I should improve. See you on my next videos. Bye bye.